You make beautiful chocolate cake. Beautiful chocolate cake.
I'm going to say you're obsessed with his chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
On the subject of cakes.
So, in this episode, we visit the land of the newspaper.
Paper full of news.
By newspaper, we mean newspapers that are now entirely online, pretty much. So, the first one that we'll look at is from the British newspaper, The Telegraph. Shopper finds X-rated message on Tesco tea cake. By Adam Bolt.
Good old Adam.
While shopping in her local Tesco in Sheerness, Kent. I'm occasionally South African.
Sheerness, Kent.
In Sheerness, Kent.
Earlier this week.
In Sheerness, Kent. Earlier this week, one customer made an unusual discovery. Among the supermarket's baked goods, Lisa Sheehan found a tea cake with a risque message iced into the top of it, reading, "I want your sex."
Oh, wow.
Shocked to find this at the bakery in Tesco Sheerness, wrote Ms. Sheehan. Ms. because they weren't too sure about what to call it.
Yeah.
Like, they've not really got the length of interviewing. It's like, no, Ms. I can't offend anyone that way.
They've not interviewed at all. This is just from her Twitter.
Yeah. She uploaded a picture of the tea cake onto Twitter. Put me right off my tea cakes. It did. It's fairly legible, although by the look of it, the picture that she's taken, that tea cake is like it's still there. So whether she took it and brought it to the attention of the of the management,
he's unclear at this point.
Tesco confirmed that the item had found its way onto shelves by a departing staff member. A spokesman for the supermarket said, "One of our colleagues was a little too creative in a bakery on their last day in store. This item was not intended for sale, and we are sorry for any offence caused."
That's it. That's the entirety of that story.
That is the entirety of that story.
It's freaking great. I love that this was somebody's last day prank.
I mean, we all think about, last day at work, do you know what? I'm going to go up to a customer, I'm going to say, you know what, you fucking stink. You come in here every week, and you fucking stink, and I'm sick of the sight of you. You waste time, you buy things that are worth nothing, you don't contribute at all, I hate you. Personally, if I had seen that in a Tesco or any other supermarket establishment, or indeed anywhere else, I'd have bought it.
Even if I hadn't been going in for Tesco tea cakes, I'd have been like, yep, I'll have that.
If I'd have seen that out of the corner of my wandering eye, I'd have been like, I want your sex, I want your tea cake.
I want your sex, well, tea cake, you don't know what you're asking for, but you're going to get it.
Also, you'd think you'd do something more risque, if anything. You'd put a fuck, a shit, a wank.
Big jizzy cock.
Big jizzy cock. You would absolutely do it. A spunking cock.
Or, if it's a tea cake, just put a nipple right in the middle and do it on several things so that then people buy in pairs. In fact, they come in packs of 4, don't they? Mm-hmm. So there you go. You could have 2 pairs of tits.
Yeah.
Or a pair of tits and then do one so it's like veiny and wrinkly and it looks like a pair of balls.
Yeah. So like you could do the traditional hot cross bun style of one line down, one line across.
Yeah.
But make it smaller, more compact. Make them all look like little anuses.
Like little
more of more lines.
Radial lines.
Little buttholes.
Tesco buttholes.
Little Tesco buttholes.
Because every little helps.
So, from Telegraph.
Pro headline right there.
Yeah. We move on to what used to be my local paper, which is the Bradford Telegraph and Argus, which is slightly better than Telegraph because...
You can also buy cheap sofas.
Yeah.
No, it's Argus. Not Argos. Sorry, yeah.
So,
I'm with you.
Now, on this, it's not necessarily the headline, and it's not necessarily the story. However, the comments...
Oh, God.
Devolved.
Oh, my God, the comments.
So, Bradford is a diverse area where it's essentially a very large Asian population, one of the highest concentrations of Asian population in the UK. And then there's obviously the Caucasian population. Caucasians, of course, Asians with corked up the bums.
Yeah. They're just backlogged.
Yeah, Asians. Exactly. You have to, sometimes you have to decork them to get the real tasty juice out, but sometimes the cork can affect them.
Why would you want the tasty butt juice?
No, I just said tasty juices.
Yeah, but you said the cork was up their butt. Well, I'm conflating two of your statements. I understand this, but they do follow on from each other.
Listen, Kellyanne. Quit your liberal lefty leanings. So, supermarket owner faces a £20,000 court bill after selling food beyond its use-by date.
So I was surprised by this, that was such a...
That's a very high fine.
Such a high fine. But, again, now this is clear distinction here, because in the UK, packaging is for food has 2 dates on it, one which is the display by date and one which is the use by date.
Yeah.
And the use by date is later than the display by date because...
And you can also have a best before date, where essentially the product will be at its best before that date. However, even after that date, it's edible, it's usable.
Yeah, it's usually fine. Yeah.
But the sell by date is, yeah.
Sell by date is more of, is for shops, but the use by date is the one where it's like, that's the point where you can no longer sell it.
Yeah, exactly. That is the time where anything after that, it's a potential health risk.
Yeah. So, which is what this guy got.
Yeah. A supermarket owner had been ordered to pay more than £20,000 in fines and costs for selling items of food up to nearly 50 days over their use-by date. Trading Standards made a routine visit to Shimla Superstore Limited in Clayton Road, Bradford. It should be in Bradford, on Clayton Road, or on Clayton Road, Bradford. I don't like... Clayton Road, that's
in Clayton Road doesn't make sense. It's not like it was in the tarmac. Just like you have to dig down through the middle of the road to actually get into the store.
Yeah. On September the 13th last year, Anne discovered 88 items available for sale past their use-by date. Of these, 5 items of a turkey product with olives were 48 days out of date. When added together, the total number of days past the use-by date for all 88 items was 1,769.
Now, somebody in this office was just like, what else could... Oh, it needs another,
There are no other stories, and none of these numbers are very big. Let's make a big number so people know it's serious.
It's like they needed the extra line in there. If print and there's we'll add it together. 1,769 divided by 3, 6... 5 equals 4 years.
4 years.
Nearly 5 years.
Okay.
There you go.
This is a kid.
Cumulative. That's not how these works, but never mind.
This is a student padding out their essay that's like, I need 20 more words, 20 more words, 20 more words. When added together, the total number of days past the use-by date for all 88 items was 1,769. There we go. Done. Sorted. I've just reached the limit. And 1 word over. Fine.
Done.
Fine. That is brilliant.
They'd already gone up to font size 14. They'd already got the extra wide margins to get 2 pages worth. But no, I
bold, Arial, nice and thick.
Double line spaced. They needed that extra thing.
Mohammed Nadeem, 40, pleaded guilty to 14 charges.
Here's something I don't understand about newspapers. Why do they always put in the age of a person? Did we find out the age of the last person? The last who found the tea cake?
No, and do you know why? Because they just got our information from Twitter.
It was a tweet, wasn't it? Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's to... maybe it is subconsciously to make you form a judgment. So if you saw Mohammed Nadeem, 18, you'd immediately jump to the mindset of, young ruffian. Whereas you see Mohammed Nadeem, 40, you just think, exceptionally uncaring, middle-aged gentleman.
Yeah.
Zero fucks to be given by this guy. He's just an arsehole.
Perhaps that's it.
Yeah. So Mohammed Nadeem, 40, pleaded guilty to 14 charges of selling unsafe food, contrary to food safety and hygiene regulations 2013, when he appeared before Bradford and Keighley Magistrates Court. He also pleaded guilty to 5 separate charges of selling unsafe food, which Trading Standards highlighted as being the longest out of date. The comma use in this article, I feel, could be improved. A spokesman for Trading Standards, I'm effectively implementing commas where I feel they should be. Don't you judge... Don't judge the standard of writing by the spaces and pauses I'm putting in. I am implementing my own punctuation where I feel it should be. A spokesman for Trading Standards said, when officers attended the store in September, no date checking records indicating that... A spokesman for Trading Standards said, when officers attended the store in September, no date checking records indicating that date checks had been undertaken were available and there was no evidence of staff training.
Oh my God, that's one sentence.
The defendant had told them family issues. The defendant told them family issues, staff changes, and a burglary were the reasons the dates had not been checked.
Hang on, a burglary. I think during a burglary
they stole all the in-date food.
Yeah,
they left the out-of-date food. And he was like, "Well, I've got to sell something."
Well, maybe he blames the burglars for bringing the out-of-date food. Just bringing them into the store.
Burglars who took all the fresh food and returned all their old food, which they had not yet had a chance to eat. Following the inspection, the store says it has now employed new members of staff, undertaken training of all staff in relation to date checking, and has developed more rigorous date checking procedures. David Lodge, head of West Yorkshire Trading Standards, said following the successful prosecution, Friday's result highlights the importance of all food businesses being diligent in meeting their legal responsibilities. Food businesses must make steps to ensure that only food which is safe and has not exceeded its use-by date is supplied to customers and communities which they serve. Sorry.
You're characterising David Lodge in a specific manner there.
Thing is, he doesn't have his age written down there, so
yeah, he could be 70.
He could. I've just interpreted.
He could be 15.
I've used my means of interpretation, my interpretive vocal dance.
What we do know is he is the head of the West Yorkshire Trading Standards.
And let's face it, if you're the head of the West Yorkshire Trading Standards, you have a voice like that.
Probably, yeah.
Trading Standards added that businesses are reminded to ensure that they undertake regular checks on items bearing use-by dates and invest in appropriate staff training and recording methods.
Oh, there you go.
The spokesman added, it is an offence to make available for supply to customers any items of food past their use-by date. Use-by dates are placed on foods which are considered from a microbiological view to be highly perishable and are therefore likely after a short period to constitute an immediate danger to human health. Food available for sale past this date is automatically deemed unsafe.
Fantastic.
Speaking after the court case, Mr. Nadeem said he realised it was a serious offence, but had taken steps to ensure it was not repeated. What voice do I do this in?
Mr. Nadeem? It's story time.
Ooh. Let's just go with my voice. It was a mistake which we haven't made and which we are sorry for. We have all had the necessary training now and value our customers, and we want them to know we would not knowingly sell any product which was not safe, he said. Shimla Superstore Limited was fined £1,000 for each of the 14 offences, plus costs of £1,323. Nadeem was fined £1,000 for each of the 5 offences, plus a victim surcharge of £100.
£100, goodness me. So the two responses at the end there were from the spokesman going, it is unsafe to serve these food from a microbiological point of view. And that one sounds like just, standard government organisation telling you to do the government advice thing. But then Mr. Nadeem's response is your classic being told off by the headmaster response. I realise I've made a mistake. I'm very sorry. I won't do it again. I promise that I will be better in the future and I will tell all of my friends to do the good things.
As mentioned, it's the Bradford Telegraph and Argus, and it's got a comment section where the Telegraph before did not.
I know, right?
So let's just plough through a few of these.
Do we have to? It's like... I don't want to. But the names are pretty good. Like the names of some of these people have chosen. Brilliant.
So we'll start with this little thread. Started by Goodnight Jim Bob, which is should have been fined more and shut down. Filthy looking hole.
To which Flying Monkey responds, welcome to Begging Bowl Britain. All caps. Caps B's there.
Yeah. Nice alliteration. Ship 1962 responded to Flying Monkey by saying, why Begging Bowl Britain? Don't get it from the article.
And then Woody
Wykemanor.
Wykemanor?
Yeah.
Woody Wykemanor. How do you know it's Wykemanor?
That's how the place Wyke is spelled. Yeah.
Woody Wykemanor responds to Flying Monkey again, not to Ship.
And this is where things start to take a downward turn.
Yeah. Not keen then. Get yourself on. Shoved him off the air back to Afghanistan. Wow.
Yeah.
Woody Wykemanor, you deserve 10 internet points for being an utter twit.
And Flying Monkey.
No, I get the 10 points. You get 1,000 for being a racist twat.
Flying Monkey then tries to one-up him by saying, why would I do that when they're all coming over here? Lol, with a little monkey emoji.
You got the monkey covering his eyes.
Yeah.
See no evil.
See no evil.
Why would I do that when they're coming over here? See no evil. Our friend Woody responding back to Goodnight Jim Bob.
Yeah.
Trouble is, he's a community leader.
Then Angela Palmer
Good old Ange.
Good old Ange. To Goodnight Jim Bob. I'm always finding out-of-date items. In Iceland's on Tongue Street, I always point out to staff, they don't seem right bothered, especially Mr. Kipling's range.
Yeah, the Mr. Kipling's range is Ange is a big fan.
I think Ange, maybe it's too many Mr. Kipling things. And, if you've got time to be commenting on the Telegraph and Argus stories
about
out-of-date
specifically Mr. Kipling's cakes. And then a classic, probably from Bart Simpson's phone pranks. Mr. McCracken responds to Ange, "Get a life. Get a life, Ange."
Get a life, Ange. You slag.
Flying Monkey also responds to Ange, "And in Tesco's."
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's on about expired Mr. Kipling's products or Asians. They're everywhere. They're in Tesco's too.
Or tea cakes.
Tea cakes as well.
Could be anything. Could be
out-of-date tea cakes that want my sex.
Yeah.
They're coming over here. Wanting our sex. There was this one. George is Michael. Where did you get that name? Where do you think that name? Third world store run by third world values. Pretty sick. Now, the problem is, the sick has taken on a new connotation in the past few years.
There are two connotations, aren't there?
There are two inflections you could take with this, which is pretty sick or pretty sick.
Yep.
Is it good? Is it bad? George's, we need more information.
I feel if George's Michael had put in his age, we'd be able to understand which one it was. So it seems like he's going for the Trumpism there.
There's then one which came from That's Life, who put, "Looks an absolute filthy dump, like the one further down the road, Zane Supermarket. How the hell the council can let these feral traders set up is beyond me. It's just like a cheap, dirty market stall you'd find in some third world country. Get them closed down. Asian supermarkets can be done nicely. I visit Freshcoat on Oak Lane regularly. Absolutely spot on. So come on, council, clamp down and tidy up our city."
They can be done nicely. Oh my God. As long as they know their place, it's all right for them to come over here. How do you know what a market stall in a third world country looks like? Does he own one?
I refuse to leave Yorkshire, but I assume this is what it looks like.
So there you go. Yeah, this dive into the comment section was as filthy and depraved as he assumed it was going to be.
Oh, fuck me. So Zach, LFC 1, I assume LFC will stand for Liverpool Football Club and nowhere else, put disgusting Asian corner shop, shut it down. And then old Papa Woody Weichmann brought him a retort of, "It does beg the question, what does Chummy Mohammed have to do before he is shut down?" Okay, so you vaguely implied racism. Oh, wait, no, you're about to go full bore. Maybe it's safer just having them drug dealing.
That's not even a statement, that's a question.
Yeah.
As if our friend Zach LFC1 is going to know.
Yeah. Is it safer? Zach, which is safer?
Zach, which is safer?
Which is safer? The
corner
druggies
stores or drug dealers?
The druggies are the out-of-date food. The druggies are the out-of-date food. The druggies are the out-of-date food.
Oh my God. Woody Weichmann goes after it a little bit later on, doesn't he? Is there any upside to the community? This guy's selling products that, after a short period to constitute an immediate danger to human health, and Chummy Mohammed is selling them 50 days after, they are a threat to human health. That isn't a threat to health, it's a threat to human life. So what do we do to him? Jail him for 20 years perhaps? No. Let him continue on his merry way, attempting to kill decent Bradford society. God help us.
God, not Allah or any of them other funny gods.
Wow. Why did you show me this? This makes me depressed again. Can we go back to funny headlines?
So, that is a brief snippet of what Bradford is like. Boy, it sure was good growing up there.
I'm sure it was. Can we do some quick-fire ridiculous headlines? Man eats underwear to beat breathalyzer.
Well, there's no alcohol, but there's a lot of ammonia going on.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Girls' school still offering something special. Head.
God. You realise that by finding these, you have to then send me them over so I can put these in the video.
Oh, absolutely. Porn star sues over rear end collision.
I've seen what that can do to some of them. I'm not surprised. I'd sue too.
This one isn't a headline, but this is the story. And oh my goodness, what do you do if a bat joins you in your house? First, do not jump around and wave your anus. A bat will not fly into you on purpose, but all the movement may cause it to misjudge its flight path.
And the last thing you want is a rear end collision with a bat, especially
in your house,
with your waving anus.
Yeah, don't wave it around, otherwise you never know what might happen. Oh my god, this is a classic. Like the New York Post is brilliant at these headlines, but this was when Anthony Weiner was in the news for sending dirty text messages.
Yeah,
they went with Weiner exposed. Oh, just.
Boom. Mic drop.
Mic drop. But not if you're Donald Trump. You can't do that.
No.
There you go. I feel slightly better now.
Good. And then we will come to the crux of the issue, what originally triggered this desire in me today. So,
this specific one.
Let's start by saying this was in Florida, in America. And for anybody that doesn't know, Florida is where sanity and the rules of the universe go to die.
If you ever see the Florida man in a headline, you know that something's going down.
As soon as you start any sentence in a headline that says Florida, you just go, oh, it's going to be weird.
This is going to be good.
Now, this doesn't say Florida in it, but man, 65, charged with murdering his girlfriend, 60, claims she accidentally choked to death giving him oral sex. The sub-headlines, Richard Henry Patterson, 65, of Margate, Florida.
There it is.
There we go. Charged with second-degree murder in October 2015. Asphyxiation death of Francisca Martinez. According to defence, Martinez, who had at least one son, accidentally choked on Patterson's outsized manhood during consensual oral sex. Now, outsized. That seems a very odd term. Outsized. Like,
hey mate, have you seen? I don't know why you would be talking about. Hey mate,
if you see my outside
penis. See my outside penis, right?
Of course not. You just do what all sane men do. When you're in the toilet, you just start having dick fights.
Obviously,
yeah.
That's ladies. That is literally what we do at the urinals.
Yeah, that's why there's actually piss everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. Patterson called his lawyer some 24 hours after his girlfriend's death, asking him to summon police to her home, where she was found in decomposing state. Now, after 24 hours, you shouldn't really be decomposing. Man, Florida's hot and humid, but
Florida's pretty warm.
Patterson's attorney has filed a motion asking a judge for permission to show his client's sex organ to jurors.
Look, his defence for killing someone was, I use my dick, I have a big dick.
I got me a big dick.
And now I want to show it to the court. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I think that the defendant and his attorney have a very close personal relationship. I wouldn't mind making a mold out of his penis.
If you know what I mean.
I literally mean what I mean. I mean literally what I said.
Everybody hates the Daily Mail. Everyone should hate the Daily Mail. It's a horrible paper. But there's just under the little under a photo that they have of them. So the couple pictured together had been dating for only 4 months before she was found dead in August 2015. Good God, they've dated her back to Roman times.
Oh my God.
Oh, this murder goes deeper.
This goes way back. This murder goes deeper, please.
Et tu, Patterson. Et tu.
What is this new world we've discovered?
Martinez's son, Omar Andrade, slammed Patterson as a desperate man trying a desperate tactic in a bid to get away with murder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
So yeah, this...
Right. Okay, so she was found lying face down on the bed by responding officers, who also recovered a bag filled with paper towels and tissues stained with blood and semen.
Oh. Now, I've never been there for the act itself, so I don't know. I don't know what you enjoy when you're getting head, but blood, is that usually accompanying the act? Not for me.
No. Also, more blood was found in the unit and on the victim's hand.
Ew.
Yeah.
So Patterson was arrested a week later on second-degree murder charge after sending text messages to his daughter and a friend admitting that he did something bad and was so sorry, and that he choked Francisca, I'm going for, because his medications were making him crazy. His attorney pointed out that his client did not say he strangled the woman. That sounds like a solid defense.
Yeah. If you'd care to read out the current top comment written by Nicho from Long Beach, United States.
His only hope is a hung jury. Oh, this comment section. Okay, this story is ripe for the slow clap, isn't it? And I think it just carries on. Go on, Tyrannosaurus vexed from Surbiton, Gibraltar.
I guess you would call it Exhibit P as it gets passed around the jury for closer inspection.
Oh, no, I would go for Exhibit D. Come on.
I know, I was thinking that.
A little disappointing there.
Also, Peter Jackson, 8KO from Birmingham, United Kingdom, as a way that they can look to, investigate the situation. Yeah. Couldn't they just take a notarized picture of his organ with a ruler beside it?
There's someone else later on who suggests a similar thing, like submitting a picture of the offending organ with a ruler, but pixelating out any offensive parts.
Now,
nice.
Country Girl 22 from Somerset, UK. I don't think she's seen an awful lot of what the internet has to offer, because she says he caused her death, so it's guilty. Even if what he is saying is true, you don't use it to choke your girlfriend. Now, Country Girl 22.
Not that we wish to defend this gentleman.
No, but
it seems like you're new here.
Seems like you're new to the interwebs. Please, come with me to the hub of porn.
Where you will find many, many things.
Simply typing the word throat. And just go from there. Just go from there. Delicioso.
Fiona Jane from Amsterdam, Netherlands. He didn't give her CPR. That's the thing that gets her. He didn't give her CPR.
He didn't give her CPR. What kind of man is this?
This man is a monster. As Michigan 2000 from London points out, size does matter in this case. There you go. Yeah, London lass. Good grief. Sorry. Good grief. There's no need for the jury to see the real thing. If it's essential for them to see the size, have them photograph it next to a ruler and blur it as necessary.
Of course, then it could be anything. Just underneath London lass, Leonidas of Sparta, who is actually saying he's from London, United Kingdom. You were sending conflicting messages, Leonidas. What a crock! If the poor lady was choking, she would have bit hard and mutilated it. Guilty as sin. I mean, it depends, Leonidas, on exactly how girthy he is. Because if your mouth is stretched to
to its extreme,
you don't have the pressure there to bite down. So let's not judge Leo.
Unless you were there and you know something we don't. The Kaiser says that this is, in all caps, a difficult story to swallow. Okay, we shouldn't make light about the fact that somebody died, but...
No, but...
EU fan from Europe, United Kingdom...
why are you on here?
Says, something smells fishy here. So, yet again, we're diving into the comment section, but I feel like the hatred and bile that I was expecting from the Daily Mail's comment section maybe it's diluted by those who...
Yeah,
the thing is, with a sense of humour.
With this particular story, it's about... Everyone involved in the story is based in foreign land, and therefore it's not like, if it was British man chokes Mexican woman with gargantuan penis, most of his comments would probably be, yeah, he has every right, he's got a big British dick, he can put it where he wants, he can kill as many women as he likes, as long as they're foreign. And of course, if it was
accurate simulation,
if it was a Mexican man who had choked a British woman with his gargantuan penis, then it would be, oh, fucking Mexicans choking our beautiful British girls with her. I bet he doesn't even have a massive dick. I bet it's really small. That is the sound of them.
That's the sound of their racism just like winding down.
Yeah, but it's also the sound of them putting their own phallic symbol in their mouth, like gorging on their cucumber as means of recompense for their own latent homosexual feelings. Just admit it, guys. You want to be gay, and you want to be gay with a Muslim. Come on. Don't we all want to be that way? Anyway. Everyone's gay with a Muslim.
Seriously, don't go back to writing jingles.
Listen, I can do what I want in Albuquerque.
It's true, you can. Just head on over.
Head on over to Albuquerque. The men are funny and the women quirky. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's right. Okay, then. Thank you very much for listening. I don't know why you did.
But hey, thanks for doing so.
Yeah, cheers. Have a lovely day. And remember, don't hide behind a bush.
People can see you.
People can see you behind that bush. Your bush of lies.
Bush of lies.